Hey guys, welcome back to the Snapper and Chronicles. We're coming back at you with another Ratchet video. Okay, today we have a Duralast, and this is the Duralast 72 tooth Ratchet. This one is the 51-201, and it's guaranteed for life. But before we jump into it, if you can do me a big favor and hit the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you find any of these videos at all interesting or entertaining. Give me the HBO special. What's the HBO special? The HBO special is Help a Brother Out special. Help a brother out and hit that subscribe. It's free to join. Okay, so this is the Duralast. It's the 1/2-inch drive model. Quick release. Has like it's kind of thin, kind of a thin ratchet, but has this pretty shallow quick release button, and has a hole for the quick release pin, as you can see there, and it goes, the ball goes in and out when you press the button. This is made under many different, I don't know if many, but this is made under several different names. The same ratchet. Husky Gear Wrench has a pretty much the same ratchet. What gives this away is the switch has like kind of two dimples, one on each side there. And if you look at different ratchets, like I said, Husky, Gear Wrench, maybe a couple others, SATA, maybe is another one, they'll have pretty much the same switch as this, and the same kind of backing plate here that's sort of triangular shape, but not really. It's round all around, but has kind of a pear-like shape there, this plate. And here is the handle. The handle has a little bit of knurling up here, and down here a touch of knurling. These usually look pretty good. The chrome is usually good. Made in Taiwan, of course. An Apex brand, possibly. I know Gear Wrench and SATA is Apex, but I'm not sure how it works with Apex, if they own the factories or are they just a contractor that contracts ratchets at different factories, and they pick whatever models are available. I'm not sure what the connection, if they have a connection with Husky or any other makers. So we take the snap ring, not much to see there, and kind of just shake the plate out because the gear kind of holds the pawl in place, and I don't want it to fall out just now. The really thin plating that holds it all together behind the snap ring. This is what it looks like. A la Danaher. I think Danaher was first with their remember those Craftsman ratchets, the last ones that were made in the USA. They had a similar plate with a similar ring to hold it in, and I guess that method is still in production. This is what it looks like without the plate. You see there's a ring. Let me get something to point with. See, there's an O-ring here, a rubber, get it to focus a little bit. There's a rubber O-ring that has a channel of its own there. That's the pawl and the switch. Let's take out the gear and I like to hold it down. If not, it's kind of spring loaded. It might dance around in there, so I hold down the pawl when I take out the gear. That's what the gear looks like. 72 teeth. That's the thickness of the gear. This one's in pretty good shape. Doesn't look like it's seen much use. If any, the teeth are all in very nice shape. And let's look at the back to see if there's an O-ring. Yeah, I did. Yeah, there it is. You see it? You see it here. So it does have an O-ring on both sides. One here and one there. And it has kind of a channel here for that O-ring. Kind of a cutout channel there that O-ring fits in to protect from dirt and debris getting in from the front. This just comes out. This is the pawl. Okay, the pawl, I guess, goes in a certain way because as you see when I took it out, they have a cutout here in the front of it and a tiny cutout on the back. Here's a more pronounced one. That's how it came out, with that cutout facing forward, the big cutout. Has some numbers on the back, 7-2. I'm assuming that's the number of teeth they're trying to tell you is in the ratchet. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like 13 teeth on this pawl. And that's how thick it is, and this is how it sits. When it's loaded into, when the gear sits on top of the pawl. And down here, yeah, I should really be prepared for these videos. Get my tools out. Here's the plunger and spring and the switch. Just push it out and it comes out, and be careful because underneath there's another plunger. The switch, the hole for the plunger, and there's another O-ring here, so it's protected from the switch side also. See that black O-ring there? Right here. And underneath that, there's another plunger and spring, and these plungers are hollow, and the spring sits in them. The spring is pretty long spring, and the plungers look like they're well formed and they look pretty good. That's the bottom plunger, but I guess they're both, you can use either one for either hole. They look about the same. This is what the broaching looks like inside the ratchet. Pretty good. Heavy walls here for the stress points of the pawl. So pretty decent. Like I said, kind of a thin head ratchet. And I cleaned it up a little bit, but you can see there's still some grease in there. It did come lubricated. Okay, to put this back together, you take your plunger on the bottom, stick that in the hole like that. Take your switch, put it in, and then kind of depress the plunger to get it over to get it under the switch, get the switch over it. Take your second plunger and stick that in the hole like that. Now make sure, remember we said that the big cutout is facing forward, so put that over the plunger. And I guess the hardest part here is kind of pinching the plunger, pinching the pawl, the pawl down so you can get the gear over it. And this is what it looks like when it's ratcheting. And switch it. Take your plate. And drop that in place. Take your ring. Make sure it's secure. Test it out, and there we go. It's all good. So yeah, this is, like I said, the Duralast. Duralast is an Autozone brand, Autozone auto parts retailer. But like I said, this can be found under a few different nameplates. What did I say? Husky, pretty sure. Gear wrench, SATA, I think. Also 72 tooth ratchet, identical. Made in Taiwan. Quality is pretty good. Maybe not pro grade, maybe not up there with like a Snap-on or something like that, but definitely good enough for your Saturday morning mechanic stuff. Alright guys, that's all I got. Until next time.